My dear children, in this third module, we are going to study the important differences between shares and debentures. As we know, share is the main sources of funds of the company. Finance is the lifeblood of every business. A company can raise funds by issuing shares. The shares of a company can be divided into two. They are equity shares and preference shares. Then equity shareholder is a person who holds equity shares of the company, and preference shareholder is a person who holds preference shares of the company. Equity share capital is the owner's funds. It is an example for internal funds. And preference shareholder is he is the creditor of the company. Preference share capital is the example for external funds or borrowed funds. Preference shareholders have preferential right to get fixed amount of dividend. Debenture means debenture includes bonds, stock and other securities of a company, whether constituting a charge on the assets of the company or not. A person who holds debentures of a company is known as debenture holder. Actually, he is the creditor of the company. Now we are going to study the differences between shares and debentures. Share is the part of the capital of the company, and therefore the shareholders are the real owners of the company. Debenture is the part of the loan, and as such the debenture holders are the creditors of the company. A person who holds shares of the company is known as shareholder. Then shareholders gets an amount of dividend from the company. But in the case of debentures, the debenture holder is a person who holds debentures of the company. A debenture holder gets interest from the company. Then dividend is paid only when there are profits in the case of shares. Then the rate of the dividend may fluctuate from year to year depending upon the profits and decisions of the directors. But in the case of debentures, the rate of the interest is fixed and it must be paid irrespective of the company making a profit or incurring a loss. The amount of the debenture must be returned according to the terms of the issue. That phenomena is known as redemption of debentures. The debentures can be redeemable at par or at premium. The redemption can take place under lump sum method or fixed installment method or issue of shares, that is purchase in open market or by conversion. It is the portion of the company to return the amount of shares by buying back its own shares. Then in the case of shares, regarding the winding up of the company, the payment of the share capital is made after the repayment of the debentures. But in the case of debentures, at the time of winding up, the payment of debenture is made before the payment of the share capital. Then shares is always unsecured, hence they bear more risk. Issuing share is more risk. Then debentures are usually secured on the assets of the company, hence they bear little risk. The rate of the dividend may vary, but in the case of debenture, the rate of the interest does not vary. There is no change in the regarding the rate of interest. Then section 79 impose certain restrictions on the issue of shares at discount. But in the case of debentures, there are no restriction on the issue of debentures at discount. The holder of the debenture is known as debenture holder. That holder neither possesses any voting rights in the company's meeting nor can be participate in the meeting. But in the case of shares, share holders can attend the meeting and they can vote at the company's meeting. Then there are restrictions on the issue of shares at discount. Then in the case of shares, shares are not secured by any charges. But in the case of debentures, debentures are usually secured by a charge. Then regarding the payment of share capital, it is made only after making the repayment of the debenture holders. But in the case of debenture, it is made before the payment of the share capital. Then in the case of shares, there is no priority over the payment of interest. But in the case of debentures, debenture holders gets priority over the payment of the dividend. Then dividend cannot be paid when there is no profit in the case of equity shareholders. But in the case of preference shareholders, they have preferential right to get the fixed amount of dividend. But in the case of debenture, it should be paid even no profit. The amount of interest should be paid even if there is no profit or loss. Then the shares can be divided into two, equity shares and preference shares. Equity shareholders are the real owners of the company. They can attend in the meeting and they have voting rights. But in the case of preference shareholders, they are not the real owners of the company. They are the creditors of the company. They have preferential right to get the fixed amount of dividend. Equity shares and preference shares are the main types of shares. Then regarding debentures, the various types of debentures are redeemable debentures, irredeemable debentures, secured debentures. Secured debentures are also known as mortgage debentures. Then unsecured debentures. These unsecured debentures are also known as naked debentures. Then next one is registered debentures. Then bearer debentures. Then another one is convertible and non-convertible debentures, redeemable debentures and irredeemable debentures. These are the different types of debentures. The amount of the capital raised by the company by issuing shares is known as share capital of the company. The different types of share capitals are authorized capital. This authorized capital is also known as registered capital or nominal capital. Then second one is issued capital. Third one, subscribed capital. Then subscribed and fully paid up capital. These are the different types of share capital. Then authorized capital is also known as nominal capital. It refers to the amount which is stated in the memorandum of association, and this is the maximum amount of the capital for which a company is authorized to issue shares during its lifetime. Then another one is issued capital. Issued capital is the part of the authorized capital which is actually offered to the public for subscription. Then another type is subscribed capital. Subscribed capital is the amount of the part of the issued capital which has been subscribed by the public. Then last type is subscribed and fully paid up. When the entire nominal value of the share is called by the company and also paid up by the shareholder, it is called subscribed and fully paid up capital. It is shown in the balance sheet as first we have to write the authorized capital, then write the issued capital, then write the subscribed capital, then write the subscribed and fully paid up capital. These are the different types of share capital in the case of the company.